You know, I've had so many ideas to save money and stuff. In other companies I do, or I'll notice a big safety problem. I mean, people getting poisoned, people getting bruised, broken, people getting gassed, and it just gets denied, and then I get humiliated with a false accusation of I should have shared that information. and these and there's always one or two left, even when we have new generations come in. Not age generations, when we have a huge turnover over time. And there's always one or two left to poison their minds, and they just don't try themselves. So I haven't found. So who can blame me for hating this place? I'm not winning. I'm not getting these people fired. They're like the highest bosses are sabotaging, denying, publicly humiliating me for no reason, because it's the opposite. I did the opposite. You're the one that I've got emails, texts that prove it, where it fell on deaf ears, and then you gas somebody, or you fucking, or they take my idea a year later after they say, "Oh, you guys are so stupid. You should go, if you need that, you should go back to school." One bitch said that, some engineer. But I mean, I could just quote you 1,000 things, and then if it makes them work, but if it comes from somebody else, it's okay. And then they take the credit for it. They take credit for preventing another accident. See how it's telling me to stand still? It's just, yeah, you know what that means. It means that the rats have taken over the ship. You can't do anything. This is a time of really low vibe. I can't win for losing. There's nobody to talk to. So, God, I know why I feel that way. It just never ends, and here I am, because I need to take care of my family and set a good example. And they being my family. It's weird. I mean, that is truly sage-like, right? For God to expect me to do that. This is my family. Who? You mean the ones that have just thrown you under the bus 30 times? Yes. Fellowship with people. The lines describe success to state of uniting with people. Line 1 and 2 and 3 describe the problems with people who want to enter a group. 4 and 5 are concerned with issues of proper leadership. And 6, attempts to join in have been rebuffed. But the hope of eventual unification remains. See? You know what you're seeing? You're seeing that what I say is being heard by God. And you can do this too. This is why I'm having these problems. Because I would not be talking to God so often and having him respond directly that even you can see that you're God. That you could talk to God directly. I would not. Yes, I'm weeping and sniveling with mucus and a flood of tears. What? I'm not going to even read it, because it just told me what 6 does. Okay? It told you. You read it. Re-examine your position and try to understand why you have failed to communicate your true motives. I just told you my true motives. Then people may change their opinion of you, and it may be possible to join with them after all. I haven't failed to communicate my true motives with these people. I go and communicate and I do it. I don't know somebody's going to rebuff me until they rebuff. I don't know somebody's going to attack until they attack. I'm going there with, like I would in any other company, with any other people. I didn't know that absolutely everyone gets shrouded with this. Well, you'll see it. The next one, stand still. It'll say it better than I do. Who was that? When all the sacrifices of man feel like too much, it's natural to express your emotions. The messy extremes of feelings are not wrong. You do not need anyone's permission to give voice to your sorrow. Break through the blocks to the communication and make yourself heard. Yeah, so I've done that. But like I said, the reason it's not going anywhere is so that I can keep doing this. So that I can keep talking to God directly. It's such an obvious, being heard so obviously that even you see it. I mean, even if you don't believe me that I'm innocent, you got to admit that they're addressing it. And by the way, if I was guilty, it would say it here. But anyways, I love you too, Millie. It may happen that an individual would like to ally himself with the company or the ex or the ex's kid, but his good intentions are misunderstood. Then he becomes sad and laments, but this is the right course, for it may cause the other person to come to their senses. Yeah, so they're not coming to their senses. And there's no tranquility, and I have a solitary position, saying all that. So this is for the good of the nation, so to speak. I guess it's good for me too. It's never ending. Hey God, what's up, man? Hey, how you doing? Shitty. Oh, and then God says, oh wow, yeah, I understand. He doesn't say, oh really? You know what the price of potatoes are in Peru today? He fucking addresses exactly what I'm talking about. Goddamn neocon. What are you? Neo something. People in different areas of life have lost touch with each other. Social relations are broken down. Disorder proliferates. People don't cooperate. They can't make progress. People of goodwill and enlightenment must persevere through this difficult time, keeping a low profile. They should not count on the assistance of intolerant, shallow, and fawning people, for the latter only want to maximize their own glory and power. And indeed, the time of petty, make sport of people of integrity. Yes, they make sport of me. The great depart and the petty arrive. See, I'm trying to depart, but I can't. I'm blaming it on you, because you don't talk directly to God yourself. As soon as all of you do, I will go back to my normal life, which is, finding one or two, prima donnas out of 100. Instead, I have 99 out of 100. So you can see how, because I would not be talking to God. When do you say, oh, thank you for the birds, God? Yeah, once in a while. But I mean, you get spoiled, but it's hard. You never get used to being persecuted or or it takes a lot of time. But yeah, I was just thinking about that. It's endless. Endless corruption against me. Just stealing my ideas, publicly humiliating me, lying that I didn't provide solutions, then blaming me for making shit up about how there is a solution, but you didn't follow it. No, bullshit. So anyways, that thing I did today, I had to go through 3 people. And then I said, that engineer said, hey, you know, you're going to get noise on your system. You keep doing this, you're going to have false positives and false negatives. It's going to cost a lot of money and time and frustration and quality. But I could bring it up myself. I can't even go to those meetings because they're just so belligerent, so personally belligerent. They've all been corrupted. So I tell my other enemy, who's a false friend, I say, don't bring my name up. This did not come from me. They'll just poo-hoo it. He knows that because he poo-hoos it. But he has to live with me, so he fakes it. But he's the one that's a flying monkey. Little fucker. I have proof. Lots of proof. This is a bigger cause. I swear to God, I had a lot of power in the old days. Like some past life where nobody could bother me. You know what I mean? I was like meting out justice with no problem. I had all the facts all the time, and I was bang, off with his head, bang, off with his head. And this is like payback too, right? Off with your head, you're innocent. Off with his head again, he's innocent. Off, you know what I mean? It's like the opposite. I know I'm making it up, but it just feels like it. Like I shouldn't be, I can't handle this. It's like I can't handle it. Look I have to come back all the time. All the time. Say, really do I? No, do I have to do that? Are you kidding me? That you're, what? Just stand still? What? You know, don't, you know, they slash my tires? What? Somebody, you know, shoves me? What? You go to, you bring it up higher and they just, what? They're like, no, I'm sending you, you're going to be adjudicated in Peru. What? They don't even speak English. What? And then I even had somebody saying, I defended you. And like, why? You had no facts. You weren't even involved. What do you mean defended me? You don't even know me. I mean, so I have people with no power defending me and trying to get credit for it. Like, you want to defend me? Sit down. Let me show you. They don't want to see that. They didn't defend me. God did. He didn't defend me. God did. Because God wants me to stay there. If he had some small role in it, he just lost his free will by doing it because he does not believe what he's saying anyways. Because he's proven that 14 times since then. 14. No, I'm not fucking exaggerating. 14 times. In fact, he's still, every moment that goes by, there's 3 things he knows he's letting go. You know what I'm saying? It's the sin of omission. There are sins going on right now that he knows about, that we've talked about, and he just lets it go. So that means it keeps happening. There's nothing changing in those 3 things. So people are continuing to steal and hurt others with safety violations and whatnot. And stealing, I don't want to tell you about that, but amazing.